The CGL Tier 1 live mock was conducted over the weekend and I'm here to discuss the logical reasoning section with you in complete detail. And like regularly I've been bringing these sessions, we have all been bringing these sessions every Monday. Today also we'll be focusing on the logical reasoning section in extreme detail and I'll be trying to give you the solutions with a comparative analysis of time. That how much idle time should you spend for each question, right? Now let's start the session right away. Just to let you know that Oliveboard is regularly churning out these new pattern based mocks for you, both in terms of questions and in terms of your pattern, your interface. So go ahead, keep practicing as much as possible in these last few days so that you are ready for your examination. Now let's start with the very first question here. Now these are just to let you know, to understand your thoughts. What are your thoughts on this? So which of the following do you agree with? That people should get married only with people of the same religion for you to understand your emotional intelligence, okay, your social intelligence basically. People should get married only with people of the same religion. People should put employment of children before their education. People should treat everyone equally irrespective of the gender. And people should not intervene in incidents where a husband beats his wife. Now, as per your society, as per law and order, as per things going on around you, as per your moral conscience, what do you think is right? Getting married to the same religion it's not a compulsion. It should never be a compulsion. First and primary thing about this. People should put employment of the children before their education. Employment of the children before their education is actually something which is not making sense at all. People should treat everyone equally irrespective of their gender, obviously, right? And people should not intervene in incidents where a husband beats his wife. This is actually absolutely incorrect. Okay. So option C is a straight answer here. There was no rocket science which was involved here. Right away you could have gotten the correct answer, option C. Okay. 34 seconds. Despite that, just to probably read it once, but yeah, it's okay. 30 seconds is not bad here. Now input output. Just look at this question. And now the way this has been presented is slightly different. Okay. This is not your traditional input output. Traditionally, input output questions which we have seen so far, there was an input, some steps, there was an output given to you. Then based on that, you used to perform the same operations on some new input and according to that output, you used to give the answers. But here what they have done is they have given you an input. Okay. And they have given you a question. They have given you the question as what is the sum of the numbers in between the words quiche and jammed. After you find the output from here, what is the sum between quiche and jammed of numbers? After you found the output in the output step. Now they have directly given you the examples for input and output, no steps in between. So consider it like a single step process and they've given you two examples working on the same process. Okay, so understand this. What is happening here? 13 parked, 89 tongue, 44 cannon, random words and random numbers, but they are arranged the numbers in the ascending order and the words also in the alphabetical order. Cool. Same is happening here, numbers in the ascending order and words also in the alphabetical order. These are the kind of questions you can expect in your SSC exams because they are going to keep it minimal. They are going to ask you input output, but to the extent where you can actually solve it in a very, in a fraction of time. Now let's solve this. So what will we have? We will have 13. Then the first word will be 7, that is gallop. Then we will have 42. The next word is J. Then we'll have 48. The next word is 15. Then we will have 76. The next word is Q. Then we'll have 95 and the last word is radish. Cool. That's it. Now they are asking you between quiche and jammed. Between quiche and jammed, you have two numbers here, 48 and 76. So what is the total? This is 110 and 14, 124. Option D is the right answer. Cool. 93 seconds. Okay. I'll give this to him. This one is correct here. Why this much time? 1.5 minutes is still too much, but 60 minutes or 65 minutes was justified here. Why? Because the way this has been presented is something new. Because traditional input output itself is new for you, but I think from all these classes and from all these regular practice, You're getting accustomed to that. Just looking at this itself is a shocker. This is something new. So figuring it out and then solving it actually takes some time. But anyways, still agreeable. You will lose out some time here. Statement inference, pretty easy. According to a study, kids can grasp a topic easily if the teacher communicates it to them. However, they cannot understand it by only reading it a book. Inference's proper understanding is made easier by communication. Is it saying here? Is it implicit here? I won't even say it is implicit. It's actually explicit here. Okay. And communication between people improves concentration. Yes, I think. Because without communication, they are not able to understand. So I think both can be pretty clear. Nothing problematic here. 43 seconds. Okay, fine. 30 seconds I think is enough for this. 30-35 seconds is too much. Okay, we have 5 people, different heights when compared with each other. At least 3 people are taller than Q. So Q has to be either here, minimum 3 people. So Q can be here or here. Q can be in either of these positions. Okay, remember, pay attention the word at least. P is taller than Q but shorter than R. So P is taller than Q but shorter than R. T is shorter than P. Okay. S is shorter than Q. Then who among the following is the tallest? Now in this arrangement, if S is shorter than Q, then Q definitely is not here. So S is here, Q is definitely here. Now T, P, R, this is the arrangement which is left. So this is what is left. That's all. Simple. Who is the tallest? Who will be the tallest? R will be the tallest. The only problem is some people have an issue with the word at least here and they miss it out and they give incorrect answers. Okay. So option C, R is the right answer. Right. 51 seconds, too much, not required. Again, because of the word at least only it might have happened. 51 seconds is too much. This was nothing more than 40 seconds. Okay, next. Okay, let's look at this one now. Six people in a linear row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Linear row facing the south. Wow. So left right is going to change. We make sure you keep it in mind. 3 employees are standing between S and R. Okay. U stands immediately left of R. So this is R. U will be here. So there are already 6 people. P stands second to the right of U. P stands second to the right of U. Q stands immediately right of T. Q stands immediately right of T. P does not stand at any of the extreme ends. My God. My God, we have just arranged it like that. Because see, technically there should have been 2 cases here. We could have this as 3 people standing between S and R as this also. R, 1, 2, 3, S. Okay. So just technically you should have proceeded with 2 cases, but just took a wild guess. Anyways, I'll explain the other case also to you. U stands immediately left of R. So U has to be to the left of R. P stands second to the right of U. Second to the right of U, 1, 2, P stands here. And there are 6 people. Q stands immediately right of T. You could still show it here. But P does not stand at any of the extreme ends. So this gets cancelled. Okay. So SQT PRU is my arrangement. SQT PRU. And the question is, who stands third to the left of Q? Third left, 1, 2, 3 is R. So option C, R. I still think this is not very time consuming. But 74 seconds. Too much. Too much for this. 50 seconds is enough. Anywhere below 1 minute is enough for you because you could have, you would have checked for 2 different cases. I understand. Right? Next. Select set of numbers similar to the given number. Okay. 8, 9, 34. What is right away? You can see it here. The sum is 17 divided by 2. Sum is 9, 16. Sum is 9. Sorry, multiplied by 2. Sum is 17 multiplied by 2. So I think this is here, 9 into 18. Okay. Cool. 18 seconds. Very good. Excellent. This was an easy question actually. In a class of 30 students, Ramesh is ranked 10th on the top. What is ranked on the bottom? Easy. 31 minus 10, 21. Right away you can give me the answer of this question. 15 seconds. That's the kind of speed we are talking about. Just while reading you can solve these questions. You want me to explain it? I'll do that. So some of you might, maybe, it can happen sometimes. The simple logic is L plus R minus 1 equal to T. So you know the rank from one end is 10th. You don't know the rank from the other end. Minus 1 is T is 30. So I've added this here verbally. This became 31 and I subtracted 10 from it. So I got R as 21. Okay. Next. This question type, I think some of you did contact me about this. That what is this now? Is this something new? This is nothing new. Once upon a time, and that once upon a time is 15 years back. SSC had asked these questions once or twice, and when reasoning was introduced in Tier 2, when reasoning was introduced in SSC CGL Tier 2 for the first time, there was a minor change in the syllabus. And the syllabus laid more emphasis on critical reasoning as such, statement conclusion, statement assumption. Before that, their Tier 1's syllabus was not so high on those topics. It still was, but not so high. And they had added a topic of address matching. This topic is known as address matching. Okay, this was always there as a part of your syllabus in Tier 2. So now, maybe, you never know. So everything which is a part of the syllabus, you should go through it. Okay, simple concept, just you have to match these two addresses and check whether they are the same address or not. Sometimes what they'll do is they will also say that a person has communicated some address to you which is mentioned as below roughly, and you have noted that this is mentioned as below completely. You have noted it down roughly while listening to him on the telephone. Out of these 4 options, choose which is the correct one which will help the person to deliver the address. What will happen is there will be slight variations, like Mr. Rajesh Sharma, there will be some spelling error here. They will write Ramesh Sharma. Now if Rajesh Sharma you have to deliver the letter to, if you will write Ramesh Sharma, it's going to be incorrect. Flat 305, they will write 3005. So you'll have to catch those little details and then understand that these are not matched addresses. You'll have to find the address which is most suitable to the given address, and then you'll get your answer. That is also another type of question which is asked here. Okay, but let's come back to this one now. So these are the 2 addresses given below. The question is asking you, are they likely to belong to the same person at the same place? Just read it. Mr. Rajesh Sharma, Shri Rajesh Sharma, flat number 305, block A, tower A, Sunrise Apartments, Delhi. Absolutely, I think they are the same. The only difference seems to be block and tower here. Rest everything is the same. Spelling of apartment has S here. That's not a very big deal. And Mr. and Shri, the salutation is different, but it's the same thing only. So I think yes, the address are same with minor wording difference. Option A is the correct answer. No doubts here. 32 seconds because the question was of probably of new type. Okay. Just be careful, be open when you are reading these questions. That's the only place where you can save time here. So make a habit of reading and understanding simultaneously. Otherwise, you will lose these questions. Okay. You are a volunteer at a public vaccination camp. A local dignitary's aide demands that their group be moved to the front ahead of the elderly people in the queue. Security looks to you for guidance. What should you do? See, a public vaccination camp is going on and you are a volunteer at that. So, there is an order which is being followed and somebody just asks you that let us go in the front. Okay, what will you do? Allow them to go first to avoid a scene, it will be quick. Of course not. Offer a separate counter by diverting doses from the main line to keep both moving. Of course not. You're breaching your scope of duty here. Explain the priority protocol: elderly first, then vulnerable, then pre-registered, and refuse to alter medically justified order. Involve the supervisor if pressure continues. I think this is absolutely right. Ask the elderly to wait 10 minutes and get. So in option A, B and D, you are not doing your duty with diligence. So they'll get cancelled. Option C is the only correct answer. 40 seconds, I don't know, probably to read the question. That is what it took. Otherwise, this is not worth it. I mean, you could have done it in less than 30 seconds also. But cool, I can understand. The pressure of the mock, the pressure of the actual examination also adds to it. So, no questions about that. Yes, let's come back here. 23, 46, double. 184, okay, and 128, 64, 32, 16. This is alternate series. 46 double is how much? 92. 92 double is 184. Perfect. So this is being multiplied by 2. This is being divided by 2. Cool. This was pretty easy. Right away we could have figured it out. Why? Because there is no arithmetic progression. There is no progression in fact. It's just a random alternate series. 19 seconds. Excellent. Good job. Odd one out among the following. WD opposite, UE not opposite, JQ opposite, GT opposite. So UE will be the correct answer. 15 seconds. Excellent. Good job. Next. Oh, quant. Madhu distributed 1096 almonds among 120 children, out of which 64 are girls. Okay, if 64 are girls, I will have 56 boys. Okay, each girl received 4 more almonds than each boy. Then how many almonds did each girl receive? Okay. Yeah, cool. I think this is a simple linear equation, no? Girl received 4 more almonds than each boy. So if this boy received, let's say, A almonds, the girl received A plus 4 almonds, one girl. And if you add them, you will get 1096. Easy. So this is 64 plus 56A. This is how much? This is 120A is equal to 1096 minus 64 into 4 is 256. Pretty easy. 7. How many almonds did the girl get? Girl got A plus 4. That is 11 almonds. You can also form a rough equation here if you want to go, don't go by this method. You can form an equation like 64x plus, or I would rather say 64g plus 56b is equal to 1096. Okay, even if I don't know the relations there. So how many almonds each girl received? But then this becomes complicated because solving it will take time. You can put 11 here and then maybe 7 here and then solve it and then check. But this is going to take some time. This is always a better method. 62 seconds. Okay, I don't know why. But still okay. Okay, decent. 62 seconds is actually a lot for this. This is a simple quant linear equation based question. We could have solved it easily. Plus means minus, into means plus, divide means into, minus means divide. Just move away so that you can see the question, right? So what is the value? 9 by 3 is 3. 3 into 7 is 21. 21, 40 plus 21, 61 minus 4. 57. Option D is the right answer. Quick calculation and easy. 33 seconds. Decent. Not bad. Next. Chef kitchen, judge what? If chef cooks in a kitchen, or I would say chef works in a kitchen, judge works in a court. Easy. 8 seconds. Excellent. So if you will be getting questions where the questions will be time consuming, you will also be getting questions where it will be a time saver. Also, majority of the students will be able to answer those questions. Okay. So that's the game. Even if 70% questions are such that they are answerable by everybody and 30% are slightly difficult or different questions, I know your focus has to be on the 30% questions. But after you're done with the 70% questions, that's the whole idea. That's it. That's the crux of it. J is the son of T. T is the mother of F. L is the son of T. How is L related to J? Brother, option B. Could have done this verbally also. Anyways, 24 seconds, okay. Anything less than 30 works. 18, 17, 10, 12, 25, 22, 2, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4 only we are doing, no? Minus 1 plus 2 minus 3 plus 4. So minus 1, 16 plus 2, 9. Option A is the right answer. 25 seconds. Okay. Easy questions. Okay. These questions, just observe this once. Okay. There's a certain way you need to approach these questions. See, some of them will actually arrange the whole thing. Don't do that. It's going to waste your time. Read the question. The question says in a certain language, 3 and 9 are interchanged, 6 and 8 are interchanged. Okay. Then which of the following numbers will be the second highest? First, observe the first numbers. Okay. 7, 3, 8, 6. 3 and 9 are interchanged. That means this is 9 now. Okay. And 6 and 8 are interchanged. That means this is 6 now and this is 8 now. Now these are the numbers with me. I don't bother about the rest of them. 7,900 something, because 7 is not being changed by anything. So 7,000 something, 9,000 something, 6,000 something, and 8,000 something. Which number is the second highest? Obviously option D, no? Isn't it? Option D is the second highest. 39 seconds. Could have done it slightly quicker, but it's okay. I understand. A lot of people, I don't know why they change the whole number and then check. Don't do that. It's waste of your time. Okay. Next. Veteran is coded as VE. Okay. This is done only right away. VETERAN. So what will be the code for minus? So MINUS 139142119. 139142119. Option C. 23 seconds. Very nice. I'm moving out of the frame. Okay. Reflect is written as this. Then what will be, how will fraud be written as? So 18 plus 2 20. 5 plus 2 7, 6 plus 2 8, 14 plus 2, 12 plus 2 14, 5 plus 2 7, 3 plus 2 5, 20 plus 2 22. It's very simple. Code for fraud, just have to add 2. Just check the options first. First is H. Okay, nothing is absolutely different. So check for the second one. Second one is R plus 2. 18 plus 2 is 20. So HT. So this is gone. C is definitely there. Then 21 plus 2 is 23. That is W. And in the end, we have D plus 2 is F. So that is option B. 28 seconds. Very nice. Excellent. That is the good speed. Even if you had to calculate something, you still took very less time. That's the kind of thing we are looking for. Okay. This time it is A is B's child. Okay. Be careful about the wordings. Then how is R related to S? So R hash T, R is BT's husband. T equal to U, T is U's mother. U ampersand T, U is T's sister. Sorry, P's sister. And P hash S means P is S's husband. The question is asking us how is R related to S. We can simply figure it out that R is S's father-in-law, right? Option D. Cool. 55 seconds too much, I think. The question was not difficult. You could have easily figured it out. 40 seconds was more than sufficient for this, right? The only thing we changed was the language was slightly changed in terms of presentation. That's it. Letter series 11, 9, 7, 5. So we are subtracting 2 here. Subtracting 2, 11, 9, 7, 5, 3. Correct? This is gone, this is gone. Now the next one is, so second letter will give us an answer. 7, 11 plus 4, 15, 19 plus 4, 23. CW, option D is the right answer. Cool. (22 seconds). Excellent. A lot of questions now I have seem to be very easy now, except for the first few of them. They were also not difficult, I would say, just that new. Okay, 34, 66, 82, 18, 73, 27. What can be done about this? Plus 10. 82, 18, 30, okay, 4 subtract, okay, wait, this is 100, 100, 100, not 100, the sum is 100, okay. Always have an algorithm for these questions, I've already told you. So what you'll do is, if there is something given, firstly you just try to take the difference, okay. Then you probably try to multiply something, add something, subtract something. That usually works out well. But if nothing of that sort is working out, just simply take their sum and check once. So line by line, keep on adding your different types of logics, and you will end up getting your correct logic very quickly. This is not actually difficult. 40 seconds, very decent time for this. Okay. Only fraction is integer. That means all integer is fraction. And integer can only be a part of fraction. That's what this means. Okay. Some decimals are ratio, some ratio is fraction. Some ratio is fraction. Some decimals are ratio. That's how the figure looks like. No ratio is integer. Can I say that? What do you think? No ratio is integer. Technically, this should be right. No ratio is integer. Okay. Why should this be right? Because integer is exclusively a part of fraction only. Can't be a part of anything else. Right? And why is that? Because of the word only. What about the second one? Second one says some decimal are integer. Decimal are integer. Now there are two approaches to this. Approach number one says decimal and integer are not connected, so I will not conclude anything, I don't know. But that is not right. Though even then it would have been incorrect. But here, decimal can never be integer. Why? Because integer is only a part of fraction. It will not be shared with anything else, even under possibility. So this will be incorrect. Because if I would have changed this into possibility, some decimal being integer is a possibility, from the first approach a lot of you would have ticked the answer. But that will also be wrong. Be careful. How does only work is, if I say only A is B, or only A are B, so this implies all B are A. You will draw this figure. Okay, you will draw all B are A, but there is a difference here. What is the difference? In this case, this B, because of this only word, I will put a dot here. That implies B can only be exclusively a part of A and no other element whatsoever. So all possibilities in that case will fail. So my answer is only one follows. I think option C is the correct answer. Cool. 60 seconds. Okay. Probably because the concept was only of only was slightly, maybe he did not remember it. But this is not a very difficult question. All doors are sets. All nets are sets. All bins are sets. Some nets are doors. No. Some bins are doors. No. So none of them follow. Easy. 34 seconds. Very nice. Last question for the session today. We actually, usually I'm taking a lot of time in these sessions these days, but today's session was pretty quick because the questions in between were all very, easy questions. Midway we got very easy questions today, but anyways way, sometimes it is going to be a very difficult mock, sometimes it's going to be a very easy mock. Point A is towards the north of point B. Okay, so we have B here. C is towards the south of A. Okay, C can be anywhere. D is to the south of B and C. Okay. C, point F is to the west of E and B. E is towards the northeast of C. Northeast of C. And it has to be in line with B, no? So that means C is below B. E is to the northeast of this and F is to both of their west. So F is here. That's it. Direction of D with respect to F. Southeast. Easy question. 68 seconds not needed. Too much. Why? Because first time. Never solved such a question. Maybe probably new. Again, a slight little case based information and it gets derailed. So the idea here is, what is actually troubling you? Is it the level of the questions? I don't think so. Today's mock was one of the easiest which you have seen in the past few weeks. Then what is the actual issue? The actual issue is simply novelty. Okay? Newer the question troubles you the more. So you have to understand one thing, keep practicing variations, because I'll tell you one thing brutally honestly here, everybody is predicting. It's all a shot in the dark. Nobody can guarantee what exactly is going to happen in CGL. Because whatever happened in selection posts, something different happened in steno examinations as far as the questions are concerned. So maybe CGL does not continue the same type of questions. Maybe they see that CGL has to be a more higher level examination. So they change the questions there. They add something new. They remove something altogether. You're not sure of that. And you don't know up to what extent are they going to go. There is no trend whatsoever. So please understand, don't think that we'll blindly follow steno and those examinations only. Keep experimenting. Not a lot, but slight variations here and there. The more variations you practice, the better you're going to feel. Right? So on that note, I'll end this session here today. Thank you so much for joining live, guys. I'll see you guys in the next session. Till then, bye-bye. Namaskar. Jai Hind.